Hello, welcome to our Twinning Out Loud podcast. This is our spooky episode. We just came off of Halloween, so a lot of fun things to talk about today.
Did your Halloween go smooth?
It did. Yes, it did.
You thought about it.
It was on a Friday this year, so it was kind of fantastic. I felt way more chill. My parents come over, my brother, his fiance come over. So like I set up all this food. We do hot dogs. That's a tradition since I was little. Yeah, and then we went out and it was super smooth. But the girls had wigs this year because the theme is K-pop everywhere.
I saw your pictures.
So yeah, they were K-pop demon hunters. And I was 2 for 3 on the wigs. All the wigs stayed on but Tegan's. Tegan's kept falling off. So then that caused a couple meltdowns. And then she tripped. And they were just like so excited.
Gosh, my oldest tripped too.
I was like, what is happening? But overall, it was a success. Then we came back here, chilled, watched some movies, ate some candy. Lots of candy still. So I'm trying to get Amanda to eat all of it because...
As if I don't have my own cauldron at home.
I know. I just can't have it in the house anymore. I feel like I'm going to gain 1,000 pounds.
I think I'm going to keep it for a week and then take it into work and just dump it in the atrium and be like, oh, everyone's in here.
Smart. How'd yours go?
Actually smooth as well. A little bit of traffic, so we don't live in a very big town, so there's not very many routes to get to daycare. But there happened to be 3 separate accidents and all the routes I would go to get from my house to daycare.
Yeah.
They were crazy accidents too. Unfortunate ones. So I left at 4 and didn't get to daycare until 4:30, which is literally pickup time. And I wanted to get there early, and usually I leave at 4:15. And actually I think I left at 10:04 and I didn't get there till 4:30. So it should only take me 10 minutes to get across town, and it took me a half an hour. Wow. It was tough. So that started me on a spiral of anxiety of I need to get home because we had to get the kids changed. Well, so they went to daycare in their outfits. So that helps, but it was really chilly. So I was not going to put the twins in the same outfit since it wasn't very warm. Actually, on one of my twin buy sell trade pages on Facebook that I follow, I actually bought a pretty cheap second Halloween costume. That was a fleece backup in case it was too
I was about to say, you're bold for sending them to daycare in their Halloween outfit. For the whole day?
Yeah. I will say, so my oldest was Cinderella.
Okay.
That's what she decided she wanted to be. She's very into Disney princesses right now. So for her birthday, which is in January, she had a Belle birthday.
Okay.
And then she decided to be Cinderella for Halloween. And then I made the boys the 2 mice from Cinderella.
Oh, that's cute.
So they were Gus Gus and Jack.
That's so cute.
So really all I did was brown onesie. They're jammies.
For the night out.
No, for during the
day. For
day.
daycare, okay.
Yeah, they were the footy onesies that had the flip. They were the bamboo ones that flip so they can walk too, because they're walking now. And then just a yellow t-shirt for Gus Gus, and then I made their hats with little ears. I know.
All right, we got a crafty mom over here. She is. She's your cricket queen. Yes, you are. You're pretty crafty.
I like to be, but I don't have the time anymore.
Yeah.
I used to sew a lot. I don't sew anymore. But yeah, and then Jack was the same sleeper, and then a red shirt, and then the orange jacket, and I made his hat too. So it really wasn't too bad of a costume to have on, at daycare.
Yeah, no.
Cinderella's, however, did come off so she could nap. And I had her hair done in a little bun and the headband and the necklace and
That's
all
cute.
that. But if I was bold, is what I shouldn't have done is we took them to a Boo at the Zoo the week prior.
Okay.
And did the same outfits because it was a nice day, so I didn't have to do the fleece.
Yeah.
And my twin bee got car sick.
Yeah.
It was a hour and 15-minute drive to Boo at the Zoo. And I had just learned from 2 weeks prior when I took him about an hour away that he threw up. But I thought maybe something didn't sit right from his breakfast. So I didn't think
you
twice
didn't
about
think it
him
was
getting
car sick.
No. Until this time where he had something totally different for breakfast. We didn't even leave for over half an hour after he ate. So I was like, he's got to get car sick. But I like wiped up his outfit in the car. I was drying it in the back of the car, cleaned the car seat as best I could to get us to Boo at the Zoo, and you would have never known he threw up. And thank God it was outside so that nobody smelled it. But I like baby wiped that right off and just dried it in the back of the car for the rest of the ride. And then of course like I washed it all before daycare. But I thought like if I could survive a throw up melt like issue for Boo at the Zoo, that what's the worst daycare? He gets a little food on him. Like I was like, eh.
They destroyed it. So our twins wore them to daycare the day before because they had their parades. So cute. Like it was fantastic. They were so excited for their parade. But I literally sent our families the pictures, and everybody came back and said, oh my gosh, the progression of the wigs throughout the day. Because
I bet
the first picture here before everybody left, it was so cute. When we saw them at the parade at daycare, and I tried to bobby pin. I mean, I don't really care. It's fine. They looked cute.
Like
I could care less. I could care less. Like, but it was just funny to see throughout the day the progression. And then when you're there after the parade, you help change them. So it's not like you bring backup clothes. So it's not like they're there all day. Yeah. But they were only there for an hour. I couldn't imagine if they were there all day with their costumes.
But yours were legit costumes. Mine were pretty much clothes.
So. Yeah. They were. I don't care. I think that's like the
once anyway, so
best about being a twin mom is you start to care less about the stuff that does not matter.
Yeah.
Like that will be fixed.
Space in your brain to
Tom's like, don't send them in with the wigs until we get there for the parade. I'm like, they're excited to wear them. I'm sending them in. What's the worst that can happen? They get a little destroyed. I fix them when they get home before Halloween tomorrow. It'll take 10 seconds. But they were so excited. That's all that really mattered.
And it, like I said, they wear them for a day. Or they get 2 days if they have the parade and whatnot. You might as well get use out of them. You pay for them anyway. Yeah. So
how was the night of Halloween?
So my oldest fell and it was dark, and our development does not have more than like one street light on each end. So you couldn't really see, and she lost it, and she's a tough chick. So I was like, you know what? It's cold out. It's probably just too much at this point. It was the end of the night, and I kind of brushed it off. She told me the bottoms of her hands hurt because that's when she fell. She went this way. So I looked at them, didn't see anything. Never shined my flashlight. We get up to the next house, and she had blood all over her finger on her Cinderella dress. And I was like, oh my gosh, this looks way worse than I thought it was. So again, we were just in our development. I know everybody in our development. So we walked up. The nice lady that was there, she was like, do you want a Band-Aid? And I was like, yes. I was like, I didn't think I had to pack that for walking the development. And not that we were that far from our house, but to stop the momentum, we were with a full group. So I was rushing home because I wanted to get us up to the development party. So one of the moms up the road from us put on a little pre-trick-or-treat dinner party. So they brought in pizzas, and then everybody brought a
everything. Yeah, cute.
So we played for an hour there. We went out as a group, but then part of that is half of the houses didn't have people there because we were all
together.
So we all had candy at the front door, and then we all would just laugh when we got to one of our houses because it was
they're there.
There's the candy. Maybe next year my parents will come down and sit and give out candy. They came down the previous years to walk with us, but this year they couldn't. Yeah. And I think maybe next year if we do the development, they don't have to walk with us, but maybe they can hand out the candy. So that was the only big thing, was that she tripped and got pretty beat up, put a Band-Aid on it. She was fine. She did at one point say, I don't even want any more candy. And I looked at her and I was like, yes, you do. And she was like, can I have gummies? And I was like, yeah.
Aww.
But the twins are troopers. They can walk, but we kept them in the stroller.
Yeah, they're still at that age, yeah.
Yeah, and because it was so cold, we just kind of bundled them up. But so they became Pooh and Tigger in little fleece outfits for
the nighttime.
So they did look really cute. And since they were bundled in the stroller, nobody really saw them anyway. But they had the hoods of Pooh and Tigger, so you could see them. Yeah, they were troopers. They made it to the end. At the end, they were definitely cold and over it. And when we got in the house, they were so much that's thank goodness it was done.
What stroller did you use?
So we have a double stroller. I think it's the City Jogger, I think it's called.
Okay.
Baby Jogger City Edition. But it's a side-by-side.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And I love it.
That's perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just thinking. Yeah, we have the Wonderfold, and we use it for trick-or-treating, but It's been nice because then when Parker gets tired, or at least when she used to, like now she's a little old enough where she can make it pretty much the whole way, and when she's not making it, we know it's time to come back. But the Wonderfold has been nice. Last year was kind of hard because when the twins are still pretty young, you have to keep lifting them out of it to go up to the next house because yours are 1, so they're not walking like that yet. And then when they hit 2, like they can walk but not in between that long of a distance, so we kept like lifting them out to put them out and put them back in. So
we have a Wonderfold
yeah,
too.
you do.
But I kind of was like, they're not getting out of it.
I unfortunately get no say anymore on costumes. That happened way quicker than I thought.
It really does though, because I picked out my daughters for, you know, her first, her second, and then this is her third, and she was like, it was Cinderella.
Yeah.
I guess she gave us the option last year. She kept telling me like different options, and then I would suggest something and she'd be like, okay, but then in the end I ended up going with what she wanted to be anyway. She wanted to be Jessie last year. Oh. Yeah, so we did do, I guess, for her last year. She still got to choose, but it does go really
so fast.
Yeah, you really only have like their first. Also, I guess it depends when they're born.
Yeah, like if they're the first kid, I think I had more of a say too.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
and the season you're talking about too. Yeah, true.
Because like my oldest was born in January, so by the time that Halloween came, she was already 9 months.
Yeah. All of mine were August and July. Yeah. No. Tom yells at me about that all the time. I'm like, I wasn't the only one that had a part in that, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't think January's the best time because you get Christmas and you get hit right again with birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then I feel like she like wants something different halfway through the year, but she got all of her gifts like
you're right.
On. So we have we have to have a double of the Christmas list, like double the length, because people buy for Christmas and her birthday.
Oh yeah.
And then I try to think ahead, like, okay, in 6 months, what was something she'd want to play with, or what's something that she could play with outside, because January you don't play. But then like it sits.
Yeah.
It'll sit in the garage if it's something for outside.
That's true.
Or whatever. Or at least like the boys being August, I can kind of like
It's perfect, and because that's what we do. We'll get indoor stuff, and then the Santa list that Santa gets will be indoor stuff too. And then their birthdays are August, July, so we do anything outside for around then. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
What was your oldest for her first Halloween?
Anna. Oh wait, no.
Is it crazy how quick you can forget?
No, she was Moana for. Oh my god. Wait, yeah, no. Wait. No, she was a tiger. So that was the time when what was his name? The big Netflix guy that was super famous for Tiger King.
Yes.
Tiger King. So Tom dressed up as Tiger King. I was a tiger and she was a tiger, and that was her first Halloween. And that was kind of my mom dressed up as Carol Baskin. My dad dressed up as Carol Baskin's husband. And then great. My brother dressed up as Tiger King's husband.
This is great.
It was hilarious. Like, it was a big family costume, and then the next year we did Moana, and everyone dressed up for that too.
Man, you guys went all out. I love that for you.
I know. It was fun. It was fun. Now I don't make them get costumes anymore. Now they come and pass out the candy while we go out. But it's always fun. Yeah. What was Annie for her first?
Actually, Cinderella.
She's keeping on theme.
Yeah. So we got like
cute comparison pics.
Yeah. So we actually got handed that costume down, and we kind of thought like, why not? It was perfect that we already had it. And we didn't have to do it. So I dressed up as the fairy godmother, and then Gary dressed up as Prince Charming. But she actually had RSV for her first Halloween, so we didn't really go out. And I mean, let's take a 9-month-old out. It's pointless anyway. But like, we got a picture in our outfits, and then we literally put her to bed. She had a tough day that day, and then we never used our costumes again. And I remember like selling mine because I was like, when am I going to use it again? And then Gary's was just red sweatpants and like a t-shirt that was made into like a Prince Charming like front, almost like those fake tuxedo shirts. And I know I kept it saying like, maybe like one day like they could do something cute, and I couldn't find it.
That's the worst. And you think you're so smart and put it in somewhere that you'll remember at the time, and then later you're like, I know I put it somewhere that made sense, but now I have no idea where it is.
Yeah, so I was really excited to have him dress up, at least if I didn't have mine. But couldn't find it, so fail there. But yeah, she was Cinderella, and then last year she was Jessie, and that was the boys' first Halloween.
Oh,
So then they were Woody and Buzz.
that's so
Yeah,
cute.
but again, nobody saw them because they were in their infant
Yeah,
carriers
that's what we just
in like
carried.
this stroller, and that was your stroller, actually.
Oh, see, there we go.
Yeah.
There
And
we
now it's on its third home to a different twin mom. Pass it along.
I love that.
She's due in November, so I was excited to hand that over.
That's so cute.
Yeah, because twin moms got to stick together.
Oh, yes, we
You
do.
buy way too much stuff.
There's
that-
so much stuff. That's everyone. Yeah, you can't even use from like a singleton pregnancy. Like none of it.
Yeah.
Barely. I mean, besides like getting another height chair, you can use the first height chair. But even like the feeding pillows are different. All of that is different.
Yeah. So your stroller made it
Oh, that makes my
through
heart
us,
happy.
and then another one. And I believe she said fraternal boy girls.
Oh, that's so cute.
Now the
Wow.
stroller will see 2 girls, 2 boys, and a boy and a girl.
That's cute. We'll have to have her on then. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Give her some time to chill though, because that's gonna be a lot to.
Yeah, for sure.
God.
But then we'd have like 3 different levels too of like where we all are at. And
Yeah,
stages. That'd be
true. Yeah, we'll have to have some extra coffee here for her because she's
Yeah,
gonna be in the
fun.
trenches.
I know, but you know what? We'll get some twin snuggles.
Oh my god.
The twin snuggles.
Buy the twin snuggles. I know it gives you baby fever when you hold another kid.
I know.
Yeah.
Our friends just had a little girl, and I was holding her yesterday, and I was like, I'm not giving her up. Don't even ask. No. And we're pretty set on no more kids. Just, I mean, after twins, they like financially drain you because you have to have 2, and we have 3 in daycare all at the same time.
Care.
That's a whole other episode. Daycare is just,
Yeah.
That's actually, no, it's perfect. It's a spooky episode,
It is
and it
spooky.
is scary, man.
The
It
cost
is
is
scary to pay for
spooky.
daycare.
And you can have some great daycare owners, directors. Ours are fantastic. We're obsessed with them and they like try to help with that, but it's still spooky. The cost is still spooky.
Oh yeah, we love ours. She's an in-home. She watches out of her house, and she's amazing with the kids and so good.
Yeah.
And like, still, it's just a cost.
It's a cost.
just another. Like you
Yeah.
just don't expect it again when you find out you're having twins. You don't think about all of the double costs of things. And I know we talked about that last episode, like the double high chair thing that got me, but I really should have been more concerned and more scared for the double daycare.
Yeah, the double height chair pulls you in your steps there.
Yeah, that pregnancy brain just like.
You're like, wait, cost of what?
Whatever. It's the double height chairs. Where are we gonna put them?
Not like double the feeding, double the.
But
Gosh.
Gary, who's actually the most set on not having any more children, after he held our friend's little girl, was like, "What's a 4th?" And I went, and then he immediately took it back. I know.
Wow.
For a hot second.
Well,
there.
for him to say it, that's big steps from where he was before.
That's very true. And he's like so good with kids. And
Yeah.
He's so good with babies that like you see him and you're like, yeah, I totally want a 4th.
You do, you won. My friend just had one too, and he's growing up so fast already.
Right?
And I'm just like, as soon as I went over there to see her and him, I was just like, I'll change a diaper, I'll do this, like,
Right.
I'll.
Like, you're just like-
It just go. I fed him, and then I started washing the bottle because, like, you know, as a mom now, what helps other moms. Like, I'm there to see her and make sure she's good, but also the baby. But like, you know what you have to step in for.
Yeah,
And that's like,
absolutely. And too, like gifts that you get when babies are first born, like they're great, but you get like so many blankets, and
Yeah.
and everybody wants to get you the newborn clothes that they grow out of pretty
Yeah.
quickly, and like that kind of stuff. But something that I found great was Instacart gift cards.
yes, yeah.
Because I had groceries delivered after the twins because like I wasn't going anywhere,
No.
and I had a C-section, so I couldn't even drive.
Yeah.
So that was a big one. Or people just bringing dinners that I could freeze and like bring out. Those were big helps.
That
for
was
me.
my go-to. I made her a ziti because like that when
CD
people.
always.
But then you get nervous that too many people are bringing
Bring ziti, yeah.
pastas,
I know.
and I'm like, oh crap.
What
So
helped you most?
I would honestly say like the meals and stuff because again, you're not trying to do any of that. You're not trying to cook. You're trying to keep the kids on schedule, and then especially when you already have a toddler that has to stay in a routine. It's not like when you had the first kid and you got to nap basically when they nap. Now you're trying to do it with that toddler mix who's also awake and wants to play with you. So I would definitely say meals. I know my parents were rock stars with that. They would always come over and like check on us, but then do the dishes and do a meal. Tom's sister was like fantastic with that. She came. I remember we had the twins' first appointment, and I was like, "Can you just watch Parker while we go to the appointment?" She's like, "Yeah, no problem." I came home. The playroom was clean. Parker was like having fun. Everything was cleaned up. Dishes were done. I'm like, we were only gone for 45 minutes. I was like, "You're a rock star." She just like took my breath away. She was fantastic.
Yeah, I can honestly say like, my parents and Gary's parents were really great too, with that kind of stuff, like the meals and like helping. And my parents don't live very close, so when they come down, like they're down for like a full day.
Yeah.
But my dad actually, he would come down Sunday night and he would stay until Wednesday, and he would go home Wednesday, so that he could help me like for the first few weeks that the twins were,
That's
because
so
I couldn't
nice.
do too much after a C-section.
Yeah, the C-section.
So that was like super helpful. And then he also got a lot of quality time with like Lainey and the twins. So he would take her to daycare and he'd pick her up, and that was like a special treat for both of them. And then anytime he wasn't working, because he would work from my house, so anytime like he didn't have a call or it'd be lunch or something, he'd come out and get some baby snuggles.
That's nice.
The baby snuggles.
Yeah.
And I always loved having both of them on me. I don't know how you
I
were.
loved nap trap me all day.
Oh yeah.
This would be my corner actually, and I would just be like, here, just sit. They're like, you need, like Tom would always be like, you need me to get them off you? I'm like, no, nope.
Just leave them.
Yep.
I had like a corner spot in ours that I would just like sit against and they would sleep. But my twin A was colicky.
Oh.
So I feel like I'd always have to put twin B down to get a decent nap. Because twin A was just, if he was on me, he was pretty good, but like he would still wake him up, or just like he wouldn't get comfy.
Yeah. What was your first meal after you delivered? What'd you do? Anything you missed? Or what did you...
I miss sushi.
Okay.
I miss sushi. I'm not a sandwich girl. I don't like lunch meat.
What?
I will pass on a sandwich all day, every day.
No.
Yes. I did not miss it at all. And we can have the discussion too, but I don't think that cold sandwiches are legit for dinner. I'm a hot meal only.
We're going to let that be a personal preference there, girlfriend.
I know, Gary and I disagree too.
Just sit over there.
So yeah, sushi. I couldn't wait for sushi and wine.
Okay.
The wine waited for a while, but the sushi didn't. I don't think that was my first meal.
Yeah, it'd be hard to get in the hospital. I see a lot of TikToks with girls that have like a sushi platter on them. I'm like, damn.
No, I was definitely home before I had sushi.
Yeah.
I had something from the hospital.
Hoagie was my go-to. I can't tell you how many people brought me. Like, my dad had my fridge stocked with hoagies. Tom's dad got me so many hoagies. Yeah. Yes, like, I grew up with a dad that if he was craving a hoagie, made a hoagie himself. And he knows all the best hoagie places. So, yes, I was craving just a cold hoagie. So when I brought home the twins, he had a hot dog bar for me because we couldn't have hot dogs. You're not supposed to have hot dogs when you're pregnant. I know people do, so there's no judgment. I don't really care. But
I don't eat hot dogs.
All right, this podcast has to end if you don't eat hot dogs. No. You don't what?
I don't like them. I have nothing against them.
All right. Welcome to our third episode of the podcast. I no longer can do one with her because
we don't eat any of them.
She doesn't like hot dogs.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Literally, Tom made me buy him. Well, he didn't make me do anything. He asked for his birthday for a hot dog roller. And he made, I want to say, like 20 hot dogs this weekend just on the roller. No? You just don't, not a thing. You're just like, not, that didn't even make you flinch. You don't care. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We borrowed a hot dog roller for the twins' first birthday.
Well, if you ever need one, we got one.
I like when you get hot sausages, like the links, you could put that on the hot dog roller. We did that. That was pretty good.
You don't like hot dogs?
No. I have I'll say my token one a year. If we go to a baseball game, I'll get one just to feel like I fit in.
My mind's blown.
I went to a Phillies game this year and I didn't get a hot dog. So.
How do you not get a hot dog at a Phillies game?
I got the Chicken Pete fries and I was fine.
Okay, well that's fair. I do like those. Okay. Yeah. That's fair. So Chicken Pete's, if you ever want to send us fries, feel free.
Oh, please.
With the cheese sauce though.
I don't eat cheese. I mean, we might as well keep going on the things that you
This
guys.
podcast is gonna crash and
You think
burn.
it's bad for you? My mom was like, every kid loves grilled cheeses. My brother and I didn't eat them. We didn't like cheese. Mac and cheese,
Not even mac and cheese?
we would like.
So you don't even eat, so like when I do the Christmas party, you don't eat the homemade mac and cheese or any?
My kids do. They like it. I don't not allow them to have it. I just don't like cheese. So my mom used to tell me it was really rude to pull my cheese off my pizza when we were out in places. So I started to learn to like mozzarella cheese. So I will eat mozzarella cheese. But that's it.
What do you eat?
Actually, everything else I'm actually not picky. You just pick the like.
The three
Okay,
things.
but I'll eat a sandwich. I just wouldn't pick it.
Okay,
I
that's
like
fair.
sandwiches.
You just don't like hot dogs or cheese.
Yeah, no.
Interesting. But yeah, we had a hot dog bar for when I came home with my twins. We had a hot dog bar. My mom decorated the house like she did with my first two, and it was so cute. Guess that's not cute to you since you don't like hot dogs. I'm just gonna chug my coffee. Now I'm wishing this was an espresso martini.
I'm sorry. If you think that's picky, oof,
I don't think it's
Gary's
picky. I think my heart just broke. though.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother doesn't like cheese either.
I don't meet very many people.
But we always thought he was adopted because of that. I'm kidding.
Turns out.
He likes it now, though. It's weird. Our whole childhood did not like
So
it, but
my
now he's
brother
starting
will
to
eat
like it.
My brother will eat it now too. I've tried it. I'll reintroduce myself, but I just can't get in it.
All right, we have to change topics before I turn off the podcast.
Let's go back to my coffee.
Yeah, eat the candy. You know what? Now you have to take the candy home.
No. But there is a few good things in that. I see an airhead. I'm always down for an airhead.
You're hilarious. No hot dog, which likes airheads.
Okay. You don't even go to
I
that.
know.
Like,
All right.
cherry one too.
Oh my god.
Cherry, best flavor. Blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry, best
But
flavor.
okay. Like in general, not just airheads.
I do need to ask the people on the podcast now, though, who doesn't like hot dogs and who does. We're doing a poll on that too. I don't care.
I bet you're gonna.
Let me
find
know
more
if you like
people
hot
don't
dogs. Let me
like
know
hot
if you don't
than
hot
do.
dogs. All right, that's fine.
The hot dog bar really got me. I can't wait to go home and tell Gary that you had a hot dog bar.
Yeah, cheese, chili. So that's what I do for Halloween now because.
Yeah, so why not?
Oh, the hot dog roller. Yeah, Tom. We brought it out for Halloween. Then he cleaned it, and then he was having guys over the next night, so re-put hot dogs on it. Then cleaned it again, and then the next day I was like, I'm craving a hot dog. So it kept all week. I just kept
So like when
pushing out hot dogs.
we would have hot dogs when I was younger. My nana was big on putting sauerkraut on hot dogs.
I love sauerkraut.
So I would eat sauerkraut on my hot dog when I was little. Like that would do it. I probably would eat that again. Like if you had a hot dog bar, if you had some sauerkraut, I'd throw it.
Yeah,
Throw it on.
I
Go
do
get all crazy.
Tom likes it because he calls them, I think, glizzies, because like they would golf and then have hot dogs like on the course. So that's what he always wanted, because we live near a golf course. So he always would want to come home and have a glizzy.
I don't think Gary would choose a hot dog either. I'm trying to like think of a time that he was like, I want a hot dog. We make them for the kids. The kids love them.
I mean, good for you. Good for your bodies. It's not great for us for eating them.
I mean, I was like, ooh, an airhead. So it's not like I eat the best.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Arteries are probably a little clogged from all the hot dogs we've been eating. We might want to slow up.
I don't know. We eat a lot of red meat at our house. I love
red
meat. I know.
Steak.
Love steak.
Steak.
What cut of steak?
He picks it. I don't know. I'm not bougie on that. I'll eat, and he does it now for our period. So he's like, if you're gonna get your
Same.
period, he'll get red meat.
And
So
hasn't it made a difference?
it does make a
I
difference.
totally agree.
It makes a difference, and he's
Yes.
like, I need to start practicing it because all three of the girls are gonna have it. So now he just keeps the freezer stocked with steak. I'm like, you know, you have a few years for that to happen for the girls. He's like, I know, but I need to get in the mindset of doing it now, so when it happens, I don't miss
I
it.
give him credit for that because
Yeah.
he just like owned that girl dad role. Like,
Girl
from the-
dadding it up.
Yeah, from the start, he's always been a proud girl
He
dad, and I
loves
love
it.
that for Tom.
He loves it. He loves it.
Gary said that when Eleni and I have our periods, that he's going to take the boys elsewhere. He said we're going to need a second house so he doesn't have to be with us. Because he said right now it's like when her and I argue, it's like looking in a mirror. He's like, it's like you looking in a mirror. You're just arguing with yourself. And he's like, and I cannot imagine what that's going to be like when you're both like on your periods.
I'll send Tom that way, and you can
Okay.
come here, or we'll take the girls your way. Yeah.
Perfect.
Gary and Tom can make us steaks and drop us off food.
Yes. How does Tom make his? Yeah, on the grill.
He has a sous vide.
Okay, yeah.
And then he chars it, yeah. So
Gary's like perfected the Blackstone steak. So good. I know. Now I'm thinking about it, and I was supposed to start my period. So I'm like, this week
it
I'll
just
probably
ended by.
this week I'll probably have steak.
Oh my god, that sounds great. Oh my god, I could eat
Yeah.
it every day.
Same. And like ground beef.
Sorry
is big
for
and-
all the vegetarians and vegans. We're sorry.
Yeah. But we like ground beef too. Like the kids all love ground beef.
Yeah, ground beef's a good one. I've started ground turkey just to get a little bit away from some of the red meat. But, and obviously
Like if you're
chicken.
making tacos, it's super easy to do ground turkey and just put like taco seasoning. You can't even tell.
No, it's all good. All good.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess this was our spooky episode. So any other?
Let's see.
You know what's scary? Toddler meltdowns, toddler tantrums.
Toddler tantrums are scary.
Because sometimes you just can't do anything.
No, I peel their cheese string wrong, and it's like, why did you do that? I'm like, because you asked for it.
I broke a piece of banana off instead of leaving it all whole in the peel.
How dare you?
Because I was giving the other half to the boys.
How
but
dare
I guess,
you?
Yeah,
Did you just
awful?
just murdered the banana?
Ooh, wrong colored plate. The wrong colored plate.
The plate fight. I'm sorry. Tom every morning says to them, "I'm just getting the same color plates." Every morning they fight for pink or blue, and if they don't get pink or blue, it's all hell broke loose. But I just can't stomach buying a whole new set of plates just because they can't. But I might have to soon because it's every morning.
So like obviously the boys aren't fighting over it yet, but I'll put like the 3 plates out, and my oldest will tell me what color she wants, and then I just like choose for the boys, or she'll tell me what they get.
Yeah, wait till they have a say.
But I don't know, they're boys, so maybe they'll be a little chiller with it. But they're toddlers.
Maybe they just want to fight.
Yeah.
They just wake up and choose violence
They
sometimes.
do sometimes. They'll wake up when they're not ready to wake up from a nap. That happened Saturday to us before we saw you, actually. So my nephew had a birthday party, and it started at noon, but I had to get my kids to nap. And my oldest likes to sing and talk and do whatever she can to not fall asleep for her nap.
Always when you have to go somewhere.
Yep.
They always want to nap when you don't have to go somewhere. But when you do have to go somewhere and get them into a nap, they're like, no.
The boys, for the most part, pretty quick to go down, but she just wouldn't. And then she only got an hour nap, and she usually takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And if you wake her up, like, that's exactly what happened. We woke her up, and she didn't want to get out of bed. She walked her slowest walk from her room to the steps. No. And then it was like, just to get her changed, fought us to go to the bathroom. And I was like, this is just going to be miserable. And at first, she didn't want to go to anybody, but then she warmed up, and she had a good time. We actually pretty much switched places.
Yeah, she was coming to the party while we were leaving. I know.
Yeah, so we didn't get much overlap.
I was trying to get them down for a nap because we had a movie night at one of the school friends' house that night, and I was trying to get them down for a nap before that, and I was like...
Because you know that the tantrums will be thick if...
They napped in the car. That was the best I got, and it was only a 20-minute. But Parker did. She woke up, and she said, I just had the best nap. And I was like, and they were fantastic. I was scared. Tom looked at me and hugged me before I left for the second thing. And he was like, they didn't really nap that much. It might be a little difficult, but because it was just a girls' night and kids. He's like, but it's going to be okay. And
go Tom.
And I was like,
little,
I was like chugging I was chugging an Alani. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be great. We go. They were great. Tegan accidentally pissed her pants there, but she was just excited and playing. And
that's a tough time.
I can't tell you the last time she's done that, so I wasn't ready for that. I mean, I had clothes packed because it's just permanently packed in my bag. But other than that, like, very little tantrums. And I was in shock. I was so happy. But yeah.
Because that can just flip your whole night to like...
Yeah, because, well, then you don't really get to... they're enjoying it, but, like, if they're having tantrums, they're not really being present with all their friends. You don't really get to talk to the moms.
And then you're stressed out about your child looking like that and acting like that.
And somebody else's home and, like, maybe destroying something. But, no, everyone was great. Like, my kids were great, so I was very, very excited. But, yeah, when that switch does flip and it is the tantrums,
it's scary.
It's tornado. It is spooky. It's spooky. I'm like, what did I do? What did I do?
Yeah. you could have just given the wrong plate. It's like so simple to like hit that trigger, and there's nothing you can do. Sometimes you just have to accept it, but it's very hard. And I know, like, again, you're very type A like me, and you like to control the situation. And when you can't control a situation, like, I spiral.
I think it's even harder when you prep everything and everything is to a T and you do everything you possibly can to make sure that they're in a good mood, and then it flips and you're like, oh no.
The
You're
one
like,
thing
what?
I didn't think of, or like,
Yes. That did happen at one point this weekend, and I remember going into my office and crying, and Tom went and like pulled me up. I'm like, I tried everything and it's just not today, it's just like not working. He's like, you're a great mom. It's just today. Like I was like, okay, my little pep talker. Yeah. What's the
no,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
give that stuff to Gary's not a pep talker. I love him to death, but he does not give you the pep. He doesn't. No words of affirmation come out of that man.
I was very impressed this weekend, but I think it's because he also knew he was gonna have a guys' night. So
Isn't that
I think
funny
it was
how
also
that changes? I knew he was going golfing for a whole day last Sunday.
the golfing attitude is different.
He was on his best behavior.
Yeah.
He had so much done, and I was like, okay. And he was gone longer than he said he was going to be, which, I mean, it's fine. But then, you know, I had a little toot when he got home about it. But then he, like, shapes up and tries to, like, act right. It's funny.
I know. Now we need a hobby that takes 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Like,
Yeah.
hey, that is so long. I don't know what we would
going
do. Golf is just.
Golf's a different beast.
But it is true how they act when you
Yeah.
know they're gonna golf. Like, oh, you're doing the dishes without me saying anything.
The trash went out, and it's not overflowing.
Like, what is happening? What's going on today?
No, yeah, that was a good one. Like, I will say though, I feel you. I get like everything ready and like get so excited that I have everything packed. I couldn't have thought of one more thing, and then somehow something goes wrong and you spiral. You're like, I can't believe that I just like it's just not working. I have put my heart and soul into making this the perfect day.
Or sometimes you almost feel, and this is like going a little deep, and I know we're almost at the end, but sometimes you feel like you do all this and then you're not left out, but you don't get to be in the present as much as everybody else because you're planning so much and have so much done for everyone, and you're always thinking of the next step. That like love our husbands to death, but sometimes you get jealous that they get to be so present and don't have all of that in their head. But if it didn't get, he'll always tell me, he's like, it's relaxed, just be in it. And I have gotten way better at that. Like once it's done and it's planned, cool, now I'm in it with them.
Yeah.
But you think of the next steps, and then you feel like you're not being as present. So it's like the mom
absolutely.
guilt is wild.
Mom guilt is wild. Like even for the boy's first birthday, I feel like I didn't even get to talk to half of the people there, and that I was like always making sure the food was like just out and that I didn't have to refill, or that everybody was happy walking around doing stuff. Yeah, so I do agree that that is a little bit of a jealous factor. I always say dads at parties have it made. Like even if it's not your party that you're hosting, you're always the mom. You're always watching the kids and like making sure, where I feel like the dads have the beers out in the lawn. Like,
I've definitely this year been more of like, my motto has been protect your peace, which is like you can still do all that, but like I said, once you get there and like the planning's done, like you just got to be with them. And like whatever is going to drain me from being with just the kids, or like if it's not exciting to me, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it anymore just because it's like a nice to have to do, or because people say that's what you should do. They are growing up so fast. Like I'm tired of just going to things that I have to go to them. No.
I have said no to a lot of things this year, and I'm not like if somebody invites me somewhere, I'm like, okay, like, yep, I'll pack the kids up even if it's very inconvenient for me.
Yep, I'll do that, yep.
And like even just simple as my nephew's birthday party, like I need the kids to nap and I'll be over after.
Yeah.
Which is big for me because I would have tried to figure out a way to just like have them nap there or fix it or maneuver my life to make it work. But like I just couldn't. I just had to say.
And that's okay. And no one was hurt or harmed in it. Well, maybe.
But would you say that's different
maybe
because
your baby
we're
was
on to like our second and third? Because I think I would have just drugged Lainey.
Definitely different because we're on our second and third. Yes, I mean, I say to Tom all the time, if we just had one, we would have done it. But I also think that's the good thing about us having that second and third is to slow down and say...
Yeah, say no.
Well, and this is their childhood. This is their life. We don't always have to just be at things because we have to be at things. And we need to realize that the world's not going to end if we do go late or go in our terms. Like, obviously still be cognizant of the people and what they're planning, but yeah, it's all about, I want this to be their childhood and not just having to show up for everything that doesn't make sense or doesn't work out. If it doesn't work out, I'll make it up to you.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
Yeah. But
I just I feel like I need more slow weekends.
Yeah.
And being a working mom, you don't see them much during the week. So then you have that guilt on the weekends that you have to fit everything you couldn't do during the week on the weekend. So you're just constantly moving, morning to night. We come home, take the nap, and then we're on to the next thing. And I have been saying no.
Yeah. And I've even tried that during the week a little more too, is at the night times. So after work, we're always exhausted, because then you have to do the night routine. I've even tried to slow that up a little bit. Instead of it just being we need to do this, this, and this before bed, to let's do something we want to do. Because if we save, and we hear this all the time, if you save stuff for the weekend, then you're going to run out of time for everything. And then you're supposed to actually live your life, and it can't just be the weekends. So not every week is like this, because again, we are all exhausted. There's no way. Yeah. And I don't also want them to be, they need downtime too. But even if it's just something as simple as taking a walk, making sure we're doing those chalk things, taking them to a park, something quick, or getting ice cream, just to remind us that we're still living during the week and not just freaking machines, because you get stuck in the routine.
Yes, absolutely. It's dinner, play, bath, bed, and it's just on repeat. Yeah. And I don't know about you, but I call it Olympic bath night. Oh, yeah. Because I feel it's an assembly line of getting the kids in the bath, and because the boys are still so young.
Yeah, it's hard, yeah.
And they don't just get out of the tub on their own. I have put them in together, but I actually find it way harder, because then I have to try to change both of them. And even if Gary does one, I'm still out a space to change the other. So my oldest will sometimes get in with the last boy to get, and that makes it a little bit easier. But I feel by the end, I'm sweating. I'm over it. And we don't do baths every night, because the kids, I can't do it.
Oh, that's a no-go for us either. No.
Yeah, no. And their skin will dry out. No. The nights.
All power to the parents that do that.
Yes.
It's just not a vibe here.
No. But I will say Sundays is always a restart. So that's always, and I feel
midweek.
Yeah. And I always feel it's just that dinner, play, and then I see 6:40 on that clock, and I'm okay, things have got to start moving. Yeah, we got to move. But you're right, it becomes it's a consistency on a machine. You're a machine shop, just one thing after another.
Yeah.
We do try to play outside, when we first get home before dinner. Go outside on the swing set or take a walk or whatever. And now it's getting dark earlier.
Yeah, so it's hard.
We kind of push dinner a little later, but since the boys are so young, that throws them. If they don't eat at 5:30, they get cranky.
5:30?
Yeah.
Oh no. Who's cooking? You or Gary?
It depends. Mostly it's me. If it's grilling, Gary does it.
Okay.
But for the most part, I'll do the cooking. And he has taken, since the twins have been born, he has taken over some of the cooking. I will give instruction as he's going. And
give instruction.
But I'll be this is how long this, or mix this with this or whatever. But he has stepped up on the cooking side. He'll always say I leave a trail when I cook, because I don't.
No.
Yeah. I've been like that since I was young.
You just use everything in the kitchen and leave it out?
Yeah.
That's a Tom. You're a Tom.
Yeah. So depends on what's going on for dinner. I will say that if there's not a ton of ingredients, it stays out. If
leave a trail.
Yeah. He's always by the end of dinner, the fruit you could just put away after you cut it. But in my defense, my oldest always asks for more fruit. So what is the point of me putting it away if it's just going to come back out? Or I'm always well, I'll just reuse the spoon. And I know that we have a dishwasher. So I know that. But that's a very my Nana thought process. And I was with her a lot when I was younger and cooking and stuff. So I'm okay, well, I use that spoon for I don't know, sour cream. I could totally reuse that spoon for the sour cream if I need more later, or this or that. It's just little things. And he's just put it in the sink.
Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. So 5:30, the boys are hungry, which makes it hard because Lainey just started gymnastics. And that's 5:00 on a Wednesday. So we don't both go. We did last week. We both went. But we were leaving with screaming.
Yeah, you got it. Well, it has to be one of you.
So, I mean, we tried. Because I do think that, and we could totally get into how it is with 3 in another episode. Maybe that could be our next one. And then we can talk about how that like unfolds, because sometimes I feel like she wants us both present.
Yeah.
And you can't always.
No, and I mean, even when we were growing up, that one parent came to the practice and it always teetered. It was on and off.
Yeah.
But I mean, as the kids get older, it's going to be more and more impossible for both to be.
But I feel like it's easier to explain. Like right now, she doesn't get why we don't both come.
Yeah.
Even though, because like you don't want to give the excuse of your brothers. Or I try not to, but like
it's daddy Lainey time right now and mommy Lainey time next.
And we do, but like
it's hard. I mean, it depends on the day. Yeah, we'll talk about that. It depends on the day. Some days are like yay,
yeah. The scary tantrums.
Yeah, I think the spookiest part was you not eating hot dogs. I think that was the spookiest part of our episode here. So we're going to end it on that one, or the cheese, but we'll end it on
the hot dog roller after. Like, she came up to a hot dog party after she had the twin. A hot dog party. Like, all right, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse over here.
All right, well, okay. You know what? We're ending it on that note. Thanks so much for joining us on Twinning Out Loud, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Don't forget to vote on the hot dogs, because I need to know that there's more of us out there that just aren't a hot dog fan.
I need to know that there's more of us out there that are. So please vote.
Thank you all. Bye.